So welcome back, guys, to this next segment in this video series with the great man, Dr. Peter Glidden. We are going to be taking a bit of a deep dive into Beyond Tangy Tangerine Citrus Peach 2.0. It is one of the flagship products from the Youngevity range. It's one that most people are aware of. I know they've got a fantastically huge range, a lot of good products, but this is one my family have been personally taking for several years with great benefits, and really want to get to the bottom of what makes it such a great product, and who better to tell us and enlighten us as to why it is. So Dr. Glidden, can you open our eyes a little wider and let us know why it's such a great product? Why does it work?
Because it's based on research that's robust and thorough and smart, and it's been fiddled with over time based on new emerging science and clinical results, right? Which
Mm.
is the mark of a good company. That's why this one's called, 2.0, right? There were previous versions of this, which in their day were cutting edge, but then new technology comes along, new science comes along, and so it's modified. One of the biggest interesting things that most people don't understand about this particular product is the structure of the molecule of all of the stuff that's in it. This stuff is loaded. I mean, it's got the full component of vitamins. It's got the vitamins that the body needs. It's got the minerals that the body needs. It's got a whole food, concentrated fruit and vegetable complex. It's got prebiotics. It's got probiotics. It's got beetroot powder, which is excellent for the liver, and it has antioxidants. I mean, a whole little antioxidant package, which is made up of 7 different things. It's a remarkable thing.
And it tastes great.
And it tastes great too. And it doesn't separate in the package. When you think about it, it's kind of amazing that that doesn't happen because everything else separates. I mean, for goodness
Right.
sakes, but not this stuff. And Youngevity figured out the tech in order to make all that happen. And this is a crystalline powder which dissolves very easily in water. And when you put all of these things together, I mean, it's a home run. And because remember, again, in medical nutrition, it's not what you swallow, it's what you absorb. And if you're throwing down the hatch a product that it's hard for your body to absorb, well, you're going to need 3 or 4 times as much of it in order to get the same result as something that does absorb. And
Mm.
all of the tech that Youngevity has used to put all of these things together in one bottle and make them happy together, right? And easy to absorb is really it's really cutting edge and quite remarkable. And again, the proof of the pudding's in the eating. Remember, this is the research behind this is legendary, quite frankly.
Mm.
And so you would expect remarkable results. Well, there's a university in North Carolina in the U.S. It's called Clemson University. They did a study with the Tangy Tangerine. Now, this was an in vitro study. They had cancer cells that they had in petri dishes. They had liver cancer cells, colon cancer cells, stomach cancer cells, and breast cancer cells in little petri dishes. And they exposed them to Tangy Tangerine, in the appropriate solution, right? The appropriate concentration. And there was a 95% reduction. 95% reduction in colon cancer cells.
Wow. That's quite a number.
65% reduction in liver cancer cells, 65% reduction in stomach cancer cells, and 30% reduction in breast cancer cells. Now remember, this is in vitro, but hand to God, if, and this is where all research starts in vitro, if the pharmaceutical industry developed a drug that had a 95% reduction of colon cancer cells in vitro, they would have been all over that research. They would have pumped 60, 70 million dollars of research into that to figure it out. They would have done it with animal models, and then they would have gotten the okay for human testing, because that's a giant flipping deal. Now, we're
Mm.
not saying that this product cures cancer, right? But It's
Right.
a, you know,
And that Clemson report is on the Youngevity website, the US Youngevity website is there. You know, this isn't sort of something that we're just making up as a bit of, you know, sort of plug-in material. I mean, this is real. This has been done and it's there and you can go and view it. But yeah, I think that's the thing. It's just such a great all-round product. Just out of interest, though, we do have, and some people, you know, I really like the flavor of it. You know, it's something that I have as my routine. I also mix it up with sort of half a liter of water every day. And it kind of gives me that little bit of extra fluid because I probably don't drink enough anyway. But some people are not wild about the flavor of the drink, and that's fine. Maybe it's a bit of a faff, you know, with the shaker. But there is a tablet version of it as well that I'm just, you know, put here. Now, a lot of people, they're not wild about tablets because they're, you know, that perhaps they don't absorb well, or you know, they prefer to have in a liquid and so on and so forth. But these are a fantastically good second best, aren't they, Dr. Glidden? Is what makes the difference between these tablets?
well, not even second best. I mean, it's like, I mean, they're neck and neck, and the tablets actually have, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think it's 5 times as much antioxidant power
Right?
as the powder does.
Yeah, they do.
So, you know, if we're
The aura.
comparing apples to apples, and the tablets actually come out ahead. And you know, it's one man's ceiling is another woman's floor, right? Some people don't like the taste of whiskey, some people love it, some, you know, it's going to be like that. So depending on your lifestyle, you know, some people they love the liquid, and that's their thing, and it suits their lifestyle.
Yeah,
Other people can't be bothered with it. They'd rather just swallow the tablets, have it, you know, one and done like that.
yeah.
So
Well,
whatever
it's
floats your
foreign.
boat, or four and done, yeah. Get get the stuff and give it a try, because you have to kick these tires and slam these doors, and because again you don't know what you're missing, and these this one product, right, either in the powder form or the liquid form,
Or
is
tablet.
or tablet form, I'm sorry, is the most effective all around nutritional supplement I've seen in 32 years of clinical work, and the Clemson study, you know, beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, guys, if you haven't had a chance to try it out, I would say it's really, really worth giving it a go. Give it a go, 90 days, see how you feel. And again, with the Tangy Tangerine product, along with all the rest of the Youngevity range, if you want to get them right here in the UK or in the EU in Europe, you can use the website addresses below to get at that. There's going to be links in the description below as well. Hopefully that's a little bit of extra insight. Thank you once again. It's always insightful, and that brings us to the end of our next video.